Hi guys, and welcome to our birth story video.
Yes. All right, cool. Point made. Let's go.
So let's start.
Where we gonna start? Like,
Contractions. Heads
which
hospital.
contractions? Cause you called. I'm up here in Alabama, and you called me 3 Fridays before labor.
I didn't call you 3 Fridays before labor.
I'm telling you, it was honestly probably what, the week before or the week 2 weeks?
I think it was the week before.
It was real close though,
It was.
but far enough for you to be tripping. I'm like, why you lying?
Cause I was having contractions like early.
Since the baby shower.
Yeah, since the
Well,
baby
since
shower.
before the baby shower.
Since before the baby shower. But I think it got more intense like after the baby shower.
Yeah.
And then the week, I think it was the week. Okay, pull up your calendar. Let's get some dates so they can see what we talking about.
Where we going? December.
No, really.
That's when.
Okay, let's put this out. Ashe's due date was February 4th, 2020.
My birthday.
Dre's birthday. That was his due date. Ashe was born on February 6th, 2020 at 3:30 p.m. My little baby was having now 6 ounces and 20 inches long.
Right.
Okay, so our baby shower was January. It was January 11th, I think it was.
Oh, that's why I'm like, dang.
Yep.
Yeah, it was 11.
Our baby shower was January 11th, and I think I probably called you like the 22nd, no, the 24th or the 25th.
24th, 25th. Let's see. Whole basketball game. That's yeah, it probably was.
Yeah.
It was right. He was right. He said it.
Yeah.
He was right.
So it was like probably that's like 2 weeks before my actual due date. I started having like contractions, and they would start and then they would stop.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking that I was probably either like dehydrated or like extremely tired or just having like prodromal labor, like, preparing
I was
to
say,
have.
what is that?
Prodromal labor is basically contractions that you have that don't make a difference in the cervix.
Okay.
So it's like you're having a contraction, but they're not strong enough to make a difference in the cervix. So your cervix basically still stays closed. But so I was probably having like prodromal labor during that time.
Mm-hmm.
So then let's get to
24, 25th.
let me see. I think the 31st. It was that Thursday because I remember I was at work on the 30th. And I started having contractions at work. And I was like, you know what? This is it. Because I was supposed to work all the way up until the 31st. And I was like, no, this is it. Like, I'm going home. I'm not coming back to work after this because I'm tired. Because I was tired of, like, having contractions. And then, like, I had 2 scares at work where I thought I was, like, actually going into labor. So I was having contractions. And then, like, my coworker would drive me home. Because they was like, oh, you're in labor. I don't want anything to happen. So they would drive me home.
Go to the hospital.
Yeah, they wanted me to go to the hospital. I was like, no, I'm not going to the hospital. But they would drive me home. And then, like, I would have contractions for a couple hours. And then they would go away. So that happened twice, right? And then this last time on January 30th, on the Thursday, it happened again. And I was on the phone with Dre, like, packing up my desk. I was like, you know what?
The last day at work.
This is my last day at work. I'm not coming back because I'm tired of going through this. So I'm going home, and it's going to be what it's going to be.
While I'm all the way up here in Alabama.
Yeah, while he was up in Alabama.
So, this is what happens when you miss out on your last day of work because you think you're in labor. You end up coming to the Zorda Heist Festival.
So then, Dre was going to try to come as close to labor and delivery as possible.
Because I only had a certain amount of time.
Yeah, he only had a certain time that he was going to be allowed to be off of work. So,
Alright.
Ashe wants to jump in.
Alright, bet.
So he only had a certain amount of time that he could be off of work. So, we was on the phone. I was like, Dre, I think you really need to come in this weekend. Like, I think I'm going to have a baby, like, real soon, probably before. I thought I was going to have Ashe before his due date.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you need to come in, like, you need to come in this weekend. And Dre was like, no, we can kind of wait it out a little bit. And then I was getting frustrated. I was like, I'm not gonna have this baby without you being here. So in order for my body to relax and really go into labor, I need you here in place. So Jay ended up coming to town that Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay ended up coming to town that Saturday. And so we had that weekend. He came to town like, Saturday, Sunday, nothing happened. And then Monday came. Yeah. Yeah, the 3rd. So it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. It was actually like probably around like 2 o'clock in the morning. Like I started having like cramps or whatever. And I was like, okay, maybe this is it. So I'll, try to sleep it off, shake it off a little bit. And then they kept coming. So I finally, I was fighting them out myself. Well, I was dealing with them myself during that night. And then I finally woke you up probably around like 6 or 7 o'clock.
Can't lie, I don't remember. I just know I got woke up.
So I woke Dre up around 6 or 7 o'clock and I was like, Dre, I'm having contractions. So I'm sitting at the edge of the bed at my mom's house. I'm bouncing on the ball, moving on the ball. And, just working through the beginning stages of labor or whatever. So then Dre wakes up and I'm still going through contractions or whatever. And how'd you feel?
I was like, it's game time. Let's go, man.
Yeah, you was excited?
I was honestly trying not to get excited about him being born on my birthday.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I was trying not to set myself up for failure or potential failure.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I had the baby coming. Just make sure, do whatever I need to do for her.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah, and that was it. So, later on that day, probably around 9 or 10 o'clock, I text my friend Cece and I let her know. I said, Cece, I think today is the day. I think I'm going to have the baby today because I was having contractions. And I'm thinking, okay, probably by the time later on the night, the baby will be getting closer.
We thought it was going to be quick.
Yeah, I'm thinking it'll be close to the time. And, by the time she get here, because she was driving up from Miami. I was like, by the time she gets here.
That's so true. She did. Oh, that's
yeah.
wild.
I was like, by the time she gets here, the baby, it'll be closer for me the time to deliver.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Y'all.
Okay.
All day long, contractions all day long. So we literally, me and Dre, we walked around the park. We went to the chiropractor that day. I had a chiropractor appointment that morning. So we went ahead and went to the chiropractor, let her know that I was, in labor or the contractions were starting to come. And we went to an all-you-can-eat restaurant afterwards, sat down and ate real good. In the midst of me having contractions or whatever, just trying to work through it or whatever.
Where did we go eat?
Huh?
Where we went to eat at?
We went to the Chinese
buffet.
Yeah,
oh
the
yeah,
Chinese
that was
buffet
wow.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was good though.
It was really good.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was fine.
So,
that was right after the chiropractor.
Yeah, that was right after the chiropractor, and then after we ate, then we went and walked the park, trying to get the contractions to get more, closer together and more intense.
Trying all the natural stuff that you were taught.
Yep, trying everything I was taught. So
to make baby come out.
Yep, I was doing all that stuff. So that was on Monday.
And the chiropractor told you, they was like, after this, it should be another, did they say it was another day or, they said something.
No, but that was the second time. Because this was the first time.
Okay. Right,
yeah, this was the first time. So, yeah, so this was day one, okay?
This is all day one.
Day one. Day one. And so afterwards, we had went back to the house, and Cece was there. Mm-hmm. So I was real adamant about cooking my soup. I was like, I really want to make sure that I have my soup. I made vegan goat head soup for all the Jamaican people. Y'all know what goat head soup is. So I made it without the goat head, and it was still fine. It was still real good.
Right.
So, and Dre got all the coconut waters. He got all body armors I wanted, because I told him I wanted to have the soup. I wanted to have coconut waters. I wanted to have fruit and everything. So I had all that stuff at the house ready for me to eat and drink on as I was going through labor or whatever. So Cece comes to the house and she's like, helping me cook my soup. She's helping me to keep everybody. Well, we ended up texting the girls, my friends, and told them, hey, I'm in labor. We'll see how things go. Cece's gonna be the point of contact for everybody else. So then we still going through the same contractions. Same contractions over and over again. And then Jasmine comes over later on that night. And then him, Cece, and Jasmine outside trying to put the car seat in the car while I'm in labor. That was...
Because you wanted the car... Because you had a checklist of stuff that you wanted done before the baby got here.
Yes. And the car seat needed to be installed in the car.
So we could come back home with the baby in the car.
In the car seat, yeah. It's important.
All right.
Yeah, so that was day one. And, that was day one.
Man. But, I mean, it sounds easy, but it's like every 12, 15 minutes you're going through contractions. So it's like trying to sleep was non-existent.
Yeah.
Like, literally every 12, 15 minutes.
Yep.
You going through these contractions, and they were so close, but it felt like it was no progress.
Right.
So it was exhausting, man.
It was exhausting. So then nighttime came. I took a shower and tried to relax or whatever. Everybody went home. My friend Jasmine and Cece, they both went home.
So Cece drove back to Miami that day?
No. She went to stay at her auntie house.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So then I'm going through contractions all throughout the night, trying not to wake up Dre. He stayed up with me a little bit, but I tried not to wake him up or whatever. So then the next day comes. This day number 2. Now we're on Dre's birthday, Dre's actual birthday and Ashe's due date. So we like, yes, maybe
we did the warm up.
Yeah, maybe today will be the day. So the contractions were a little bit more intense. Mm-hmm. We actually called the doulas that day for them to come over. So they came over to the house, and they were helping us at the house, like massaging my back and using the rice pad or whatever on my stomach, because my contractions were like right at the front. They were right at the front, like right on the top of my pelvis, and it felt like that bone was about to like pop or whatever. So them putting that heating pad on there was really helpful. I didn't realize how helpful that was gonna be, but it was real helpful. We were using a Rebozo, and we went walking at the park.
We did all the stuff that we were supposed to do to get the baby to come out, and the baby still wasn't coming out.
No.
So we going through this. We go through all this for days, y'all. How many days we ended up being?
This is day 2.
It was a lot.
Yeah, so this is day 2.
It was a lot of days,
mm-hmm.
and we were trying to do all this stuff, and you still weren't coming out.
No,
man.
Ashe still was not coming. So then on day 2, we ended up going to okay, so I'm trying to think. Earlier that day, no, it was day 2. We ended up going to.
We went to the park that day too.
We went to the park, and then after the park, we went to the birthing center.
Oh yeah,
yep.
That's right. Yeah.
We went to the birthing center. Thank God that I had a little bit of connection or whatever, because I didn't want to go to the hospital or emergency room to get checked.
Yeah.
So we went to the birthing center, and she checked me, and I was only 1 centimeter.
Mm.
Yeah.
Deflated.
I was only 1 centimeter. I was really like frustrated. I was really sad. I was like, okay, all right, we're gonna go home and work through it. So we went back home, and then the doulas recommended that we do.
That's the day they recommended.
Yep, they recommended that we do acupuncture.
Crazy.
Never in my life have I ever had acupuncture. And I was like, oh my God, I'm really finna go through acupuncture to like try to have this baby. So then...
How did acupuncture feel though?
It was like... It really didn't feel like nothing. The needles, they didn't hurt.
You had them everywhere. That was crazy.
I did. I had them. I'm put a video in there.
The acupuncture lady came to the crib. She made a house call.
She came to the house.
She was like sitting in the chair you're very comfortable in, sitting in a recliner, everything, and just started putting the needles everywhere. That joint was crazy.
Yep, she put needles all over the place. The only one that I could really feel was the one on my chest. Like I could feel the one in the middle of my chest.
It hurt it, or you just felt it?
I felt it. It was just kind of like a bit of a tingle, a bit of a pain, like a little bit of a pinch or whatever.
The whole time you felt it?
Yeah, I felt that.
So the constant tingle.
Yeah. But so and I'm having now contractions are a little bit more intense at this point. So she's like, you got to make sure you stay still as I put the needles in, and I'm like, girl, trying to sit still with these contractions, I don't even know. But I
did it though.
I did pretty good. I breathed through my contractions and stayed still while she put the needles in. So.
Okay with everything? Okay.
Okay, I'm starting a contraction.
Okay.
Dre, can you rub my tummy, please?
So we did the whole 9 yards with the acupuncture. She gave me a full like back massage. She stayed for a good little minute.
Oh no, she went in on the massage. I was upset. I was like, I want that massage looked real good.
Man, it was good, but I was still like having contractions and still like uncomfortable.
She did the little energy cold thing. Remember that?
What?
And she had a little stick.
Oh yeah, she lit the
around
stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she said to do it again.
Yep. Later on.
I think she left like needles or something. She was like, just put her here. I was like, ah.
No, she didn't.
Oh, she didn't leave needles?
No, she just told us the pressure points.
Oh.
So like the little combustion stick, you're supposed to go around the different like pressure points and help to like start labor or whatever.
Either way, I was nervous. I was like, I can't do that without you. Yeah, I ain't a professional.
That was crazy. So it was like that night. It was like things started to kick up a whole lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That night.
Uh-huh.
Literally, that night was when it happened. Like when it got real.
Yeah.
It was like.
Yeah, I'm talking about your birth story. Yeah, cutie pie.
It was like, what time was it? It was. I know it was past midnight. It was like early morning.
Yeah, it was. But I'm trying to think. I feel like we're missing a point because we went to the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
We went to my regular doctor, too.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was early on though. That was early on.
I don't think it was because I remember. So I don't know. I'm trying to look. It's starting to all blend together.
Right.
But at some point, we went to my regular doctor, y'all, and I literally had on my nightgown. I walked in that doctor's office with my nightgown on, in full contractions, like having a hard time, like deep into contractions, like moaning and everything.
Yeah. Loud.
Yeah. So I went there because I was like, I wanted to get checked again to see what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady was like, she checked me. and it was horrible. And she was like, "Oh, you're
I think
only."
you were 2 at that point.
I think I was like 2 centimeters. Yeah, she's like, "You're 2 centimeters." I was like,
Yeah.
it had to be the next day
Mhm.
because I was like, dang, it's been a whole day and I'm still only 2 centimeters. Like I'm still only 2 centimeters now.
Hey y'all, so I said I wasn't gonna come on here and say anything, but it's day 3. I've been in labor since Monday at 3 a.m. It's now day 3, and I'm only 2 centimeters. Y'all better tell y'all little baby Nuppy to get the hell out. I literally, like, I was frustrated. I snapped on a few people. The nurses and the doctors at the office almost got punched in the face because I'm irritated.
So then we went back home. I kind of snapped on Dre. I was like, man, I'm sick of this. I'm over this. I'm tired of this. But we went back home, and I kept laboring at home or whatever. So then the contractions kept getting more intense. So that was like day 2.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like all throughout the night we laboring, like, and they got even more intense. And I'm using the Rebozo trying to help, like, with the contractions and stuff like that.
I'm massaging everywhere.
Yeah, Dre was massaging and stuff like
hands
that.
hurting.
Yep. And so we're in the den, and I'm working through the contractions, and then it was like, they are like really intense, man. They was really intense at that point. And I was like, I was using the Rebozo, and then I felt like, I don't know if Ashay did like some kind of twist or some kind of like kick or whatever. But at that point, I was like, oh no. I was like, no. Something ain't right. We going to the hospital, period.
Literally,
I don't even care. I'm done with this. We going to the hospital.
But the thing was, the whole time I'm asking you, I'm like, you need to go to the hospital? You need me to call anybody? No, I'm okay. We gonna work through it.
Yep.
You need to go to the hospital? You okay? No, I'm okay. Work through it. Something happened. Let's go. I
Yeah.
said, wait, you sure?
I was like, forget it. Because
Right.
it was just like, it was something, it just didn't feel right. Like, something just didn't feel right.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the bathroom. I was in the bathroom while you was getting stuff together, and I was like, let's go. So I told my mama, I was like, Mom, we're going to the hospital. I'll call you once we get everything figured out and let you know when it comes to the hospital, but we're going to the hospital. So we didn't tell anybody. The only people I think we told was the doulas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we told the doulas that we were going to the hospital. And so on the car ride there, I remember Dre driving, and he stopped at a red light when you could have turned or something like that. And I was like, why are you stopping at this red light when you could turn? I was like, you need to get me to the hospital, y'all. I started feeling pressure. I thought I was gonna end up having that baby in the back of the car. Like I felt like I needed to push in the back of the car.
The ultimate test of patience.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you that.
And I was like I was like in my head, like, okay, I gotta, like, I'm not gonna have this baby in the back of the car. Like, I need to relax. Let me calm down a little bit. Let me, get myself together or whatever. Calm down. So how did you?
The ultimate test of patience, because I wanted to snap back at you. Hey, who you talking to?
Bro.
Like that. Relax. I'm trying the whole time. We've been in labor all these days.
Yeah.
I've been perfectly helpful. I think I did a great job.
Yeah, I think you did.
know?
Yeah, you did a really good
And you
job.
I'm trying to get you to the hospital.
Man,
I
I was snapping on everybody, y'all. So we get to
Ah!
everybody got snapped on.
That's
Every
true.
single body.
That is so true.
Everybody got snapped on.
Yeah, you snapped on them for real.
I did.
I remember that when we went to the hospital.
I snapped on my mom. I'm sorry, Mom. I didn't, I was in labor. I already apologized to my mom. I told her I was sorry. But, yeah, we got to the hospital. We was in the, we went to the triage, right? So we in the triage. I remember this vividly because I literally wanted to, like, snap.
Snapping.
So I was in the triage. I'm doing my, I'm vocalizing my contractions. I'm trying to work through them or whatever. And this darn security guard, y'all, the security guard came from around the corner and literally stood there and looked at me as if I was causing a problem because I'm having contractions and I'm moaning, right? I'm moaning loud. And I literally looked at him and I almost wanted to say, what the you looking at? You work at a dang on women's hospital. You ain't never seen a woman in labor before. I wanted to snap on him so bad, but I was like, it was this close. It was on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, you ain't let him have it.
I didn't let him have it. Like I held back.
Next person.
And then we got called back to go to get checked or whatever. And the nurse, she's asking me all the questions that you need to ask in order to get.
She's doing her job.
She doing her job. Sis was doing her job. Okay, she was doing her job.
Doing her job. You snapping.
I snapped at her though, cause she was like, "Oh, what was your weight before pregnancy, girl?" I don't know what my weight was before pregnancy, and I don't give a damn about what my weight was before pregnancy. Right now, I'm having contractions.
Right. And she was just like, I'm just trying to help you. I'm just trying to do my job.
Right.
It's okay.
How many weeks are you? How long have you been having contractions? Girl, my answer was, I don't know. I don't know.
Attitude, bro.
And if you know me in real life, that is not my character. That's not my character at all. I'm not short tempered like that with people at all. So I felt really bad about it.
I had to apologize to the lady. You ain't know this, but when you got back to the room, I was like, I'm sorry. I apologize. And she's like, it's okay.
Oh, you apologized for me?
Yeah,
Aww.
I had to. Because I was sitting there, I'm like, God damn it. But the lady is being hella helpful, just trying to do her job, and you just snap. And I was like,
I was upset. So then I get into the triage room or whatever, and they like, take your clothes off so we can get you on the monitors and we can check you out or whatever. So I'm like deep in contractions. Contractions are probably like 3 minutes apart. Like they are like close. Mm-hmm. And so I get undressed. They put me on the monitors or whatever. And first I was trying to lay on that bed while you having a contraction. I was like, no, this ain't gonna work. They put the monitors on me. They was like, okay, lay back, so we can get ready to check you. I'm like, oh no, get me up, get me up, I'm having another contraction, get me up. I remember snapping on Dre again. I was like, Dre, help me up.
I need to go to counseling or something, man. I'm telling y'all, I got some built up aggression that I need to get out. From being in labor. I got some. Need to get it out.
Oh my God. It felt like Dre was taking his sweet time to help me get up. Because I couldn't the thing that helped me the most handling my contractions was standing up and squatting. So laying down with my feet up on the bed was not helpful at all.
They wanted you to lay down all the time.
They wanted me to lay down. I was like, man, this ain't I can't lay down. But anyway, so she checks me, the lady checks me, and she's like, that was a whole ordeal.
Your homie.
The first lady down in triage, but trying to relax when, with the lady checking me, it was just like, man, this is horrible. So she checked me, and I was 3 centimeters, and
didn't help.
Yeah. That I was really frustrated with that. I was like, okay, 3 centimeters, and then she was like,
I remember this.
Yeah,
because you were deep and you were loud, all that, and they kept coming in checking on you, like, is everything okay? It's like, no, she's in labor.
Yeah, I was in labor.
And they were acting like you weren't in labor.
Right.
It was like, is she okay? I said, she's in labor. What's been going on since we got, man, golly.
My baby teasing.
Got my whole shirt.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man. So, yeah, man, I remember that. And they told you that you were only 3 and that they couldn't admit you.
Yeah, she was like, oh, okay, you're only 3 centimeters, and we can't, we normally don't admit you unless you're 6 centimeters, but we're going to let you stay in this room and see if you make any changes. And I was like, what you mean make any changes? She was like, we're going to see if you make any changes. So then I had the monitors on or whatever. I'm in the room still working through my contractions, and I'm so uncomfortable because, one, I'm at the hospital, which I didn't want to be at the hospital this early.
Right.
And then I got these monitors on, and I'm just frustrated with everything. And it's day 3 now, and I'm just I'm only 3 centimeters, and I'm tired, and I'm exhausted, and I just want this baby to come home. So They come back. The lady come back, and she's like, we're gonna go ahead and admit you because the baby's heart rate
dropped.
Yeah, it like dropped, and then it like went all the way like up really high or something like that.
It happened quick though. This
Yeah.
was like within 10 minutes of them telling you that you can't.
Mm-hmm.
You know that we're gonna wait.
Yep.
And something happened, and they was like, "We're gonna admit you."
Yeah. So, and I was like, okay, you know, because I did feel like something was wrong.
Mhm.
So I was like, all right, cool. So they admitted me. We went upstairs, and when we got upstairs, the lady had asked me downstairs. She said, "Are you gonna get an epidural?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm going to get an epidural." And Jay wasn't in the room when the lady asked me this because our birth plan was to have a fully natural birth with no epidural, right? Because we had already went over the complications that an epidural can cause and all this other stuff or whatever.
Let's go. Hold on. I had a whole study sheet of all of this stuff, classes after classes, of how we not gonna even speak of any kind of medicine in the room. And so we get up there, and I come out the bathroom. I was in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was. I come out the bathroom, and she's like, "All right, so we're gonna do this for the epidural." I said, and you just like, okay, and I'm like, hold on now, something ain't right.
Right.
Something ain't right.
In my mind, I was like, man, it's day 3. I'm exhausted. Like, I felt like I just couldn't take any more. And then I was like, Dre is exhausted. My darn baby's heart rate is all over the place. So let me see if maybe like relaxing, you know, getting something to help me to relax would help me to be able to make some more cervical change. Excuse me. Help Ashe's heart rate to relax, and then allow Dre to get some sleep. So I was thinking for the team.
Okay, team.
Yes.
All right, team.
I was thinking for the whole team.
The whole team
Yes.
agreed to not do that.
Yeah. So, anyways, we ended up doing it. So we go upstairs to the labor and delivery room, and then the lady come in, and they take my vitals and everything. The one lady nurse, she's trying to get my IV in, and she messing up. I'm like, ma'am, 2 strikes you out. 2 strikes you out.
You're fired.
You're fired. Next nurse come in, please. The other nurse come in. She does real good. She get the IV in or whatever, and then the anesthesiologist comes in to do the epidural. So they got Dre, listen y'all, since we left triage, once Dre found out that I said yes to the epidural,
Flip the switch on that. Oh.
he was quiet. Dre didn't say not one word.
Cause I'm not gonna.
Dre was mad.
I can't say look, cause I don't know. I cannot be responsible, and I believe that. You know, people be like, "Oh, I was angry. I'm sorry. I didn't know what I was saying." You know what you were saying, or just shut up.
Yeah.
So my thing is, I was like, all right. I ain't gonna say when I get mad, I just don't say nothing.
Right.
'Cause I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
And I was heated.
Yeah.
I was heated. All the months we done planned on not doing this. I'm like, it wasn't even 10 minutes. It wasn't even 5 minutes. All the months we spent talking about how we wasn't gonna do that, and now we're doing it. I was like, I'm just not gonna say nothing, man. Just not gonna say nothing. She alright? She breathing? Alright, bet.
Right. The baby okay, she's still alive, alright. It is what it is. But he didn't say nothing, so I knew Dre was mad at me the whole time. So I was like, oh gosh. So I'm praying real hard in my head, Lord God, please don't let anything go wrong, Lord. Please let me still have a vaginal delivery. Let everything still go right, God.
Mm-hmm.
I seen you do it before, so do it for me, God. I was praying hard in my head. I was in my head praying so hard. So they come in, they do the epidural, and y'all, the epidural does not work.
Yeah, right, man. Right.
It didn't work, Ashe. It didn't work.
Don't laugh, Shay.
So, yeah, man, I know.
Don't
The
laugh.
epidural did not work. So y'all, the epidural did not work. Literally, I was numb on like I was numb at my left hip and thigh, and that was it. I still felt contractions over the rest of my body. Like, it was crazy. So then, and I look over at Dre and I'm like, oh my God. Lord, why? I'm like,
see?
Why?
See?
Yep.
See?
Right. I was like, dang, why did it work? Or whatever. So then I tell the lady, and I think the head of the anesthesiologist department or whatever came in, and she was like, oh, maybe if you turn this way, maybe you turn that way. I was like, nope, none of that is helping. So they literally had to redo my epidural.
You another one.
Another one. Yeah. So they had to take that one out, and then they did another epidural, and that epidural took very well. I was numb. I didn't feel no contractions. I didn't feel nothing. So then, the midwife comes in. Dun, 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 dun. And she is like talking to me. Thank God I had my epidural, because I think I would have killed her if I didn't have my epidural. She would have died that day. And I would have been arrested, and Dre would have been a single father, because your girl would have been in jail. But, so she comes in, and she's like, oh, I see you ended up getting the epidural.
I was like, hey, I ain't gonna lie. I was still being silent, too. I heard that shit, I was like,
I was like, yes. And she was like, now you see how your clients feel when you're trying to help them through contractions. I was like, really? Really? So she's patronizing me while I'm in labor. The darn midwife is like nitpicking at me while I'm in labor.
The black lady.
The black lady. So then, yeah, she was trying me, Ashe. She was trying me. Right, boom, boom. I wanted to just 1, 2, 1, 2 her behind. I did. Just like that, man. So then I told her about my birth plan. And on my birth plan, I did not want Ashe's umbilical cord cut until the placenta was delivered. And she asked me, and I talked to her about this at the prenatal visit.
Yeah, this ain't your third time talking.
Yeah, no. This wasn't my, I was talking to this lady a lot. And I told her what my plan was. So she still, while I'm in labor, even though I have an epidural, she's asking me, oh, well, did you fill out the paperwork for stem cell research or donation or whatever? I said, no, I didn't fill out the paperwork for stem cell research donation, because I told you that I want my baby to get all of that blood from the placenta, and I'm not cutting the cord until the placenta is delivered. And she's like, but you could save your life, because I have sickle cell. You could save his life. I'm like, ma'am, I told you at the prenatal visit that I wasn't doing the stem cell research, and my mind has not changed. I'm literally this is why God knew I needed the epidural, because
Had you not had it,
had I not had that epidural, sis would have got it. I think I would have swung on her for real. I would have, oh my God, I'm just thinking about it. I would have swung on this lady in the hospital, Lord. God knows what you need when you need it, okay? So I'm arguing with this midwife, letting her know, no, that's not what I did. That's not what I want to do. And you keep asking me these same stupid questions over and over again, as I done told you. That's not what I want to do with my body, and that's not what and that's not what I'm doing with my baby's stem cells. My baby's gonna get all his blood. I'm trying to prevent him from being anemic. You know, he already has a chance of being having sickle cell or whatever, so he gonna get all that blood from the placenta the way I want it to happen. So, and she finally stepped down and was like, okay, and walked out.
You handled yourself good on that one, because I was nervous for that lady. I was like, woo.
Yeah. Thank you, baby, because it took everything. It took every ounce of biblical scripture that was embedded in me since kindergarten or whenever my mama started taking me to church. I had to pull that bad boy up. before I, jumped out that bed and almost attacked that lady.
Mhm.
So anyways, so that after she leaves, then we have time to actually relax. Dre, I told Dre to call. I was like, call the fam. No. I told you to take a nap.
Yeah. Well, what happened was they gave the epidural, and the doctor came in and checked you one more time. Remember the doctor, the guy.
Yeah, but this was so that was after. So the midwife came in first, right? And then I was like, we gonna take a nap, and then when we wake up from the nap, then we'll call everybody and let them know.
But I thought we called everybody after we had a time, and we only got a time after God checked you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So that's what I'm saying. Like the guy, you ain't said nothing about the guy doctor that came in.
Cause I didn't get to that part yet.
All right, cool, bet.
But yeah, okay. So after the midwife leaves out, then I tell Dre, because we were all tired, I said, Dre, lay down, get you a good nap. I'ma rest, get me a good nap, and I'm gonna once we get some rest in, then we'll call the family and let everybody know that we're at the hospital, and let everybody know what's going on. So then the doctor comes in.
Mm-hmm.
We have a doctor. The doctor came in. It was a male, a white male.
Oh my God! Why is that important?
It's important because I told everybody from the beginning that I did not want any male doctors at all. I didn't care if they were black, white, Puerto Rican, Haitian. I didn't want no male doctors. I wanted all female. I wanted a female doctor or a midwife. Come on, man. Hey, bugaboo. Hey, you gonna talk on the camera? Look at the camera. There you go. Yeah. So, but anyways, it was a white male. He came in. It seemed like homie had the glow of God around him.
He was just so jolly.
He seemed like maybe he was related to Santa Claus or somebody. Just full of joy and full of peace and just happiness.
All the good stuff.
He felt like Christmas Day, when he came in. So he came in and he woke me and Dre up and he asked me, he said, it's been a while, can I go ahead and check you? And I'm like, sure. I think it had been like 2 hours, if that. Mm-hmm. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, man, okay, I came in at 3 centimeters. It's only been 2 hours. I'm probably about 5 centimeters. But I'm going to let this guy go ahead and check or whatever. He checks me and he's like, oh, you're 8 centimeters. I'm like, what? He's like, you're 8 centimeters and baby's head is right there. And do you want me to go ahead and break your water? And I was like, what? 2 hours and I'm already 8 centimeters? I was like, oh my gosh. I can't believe it. Like, I dilated that fast. But I was like, yeah, go ahead and break the water. And he's like, okay, well, we'll probably have a baby in like another hour or two. I was like, oh, snap. So then I told Dre, and he called everybody and let everybody know what was going on and stuff like that. So they all ended up coming to the hospital. How'd you feel when he said that?
Let's go. Shoot, I don't care. Let's go. That's how I felt.
That's how you felt. Let's go.
So this is the 6th on this point. This week, 2 days past my birthday.
Yeah, 2 days past that's the due date.
Get the baby.
Come
on.
So then after that, the doulas get there. My mom, Dre's mom, your dad was in the waiting room. He came in and said hello, whatever. And then it was like asking me if I felt like pressure or something to push. I felt pressure. I did feel the pressure, but it wasn't like as intense as I thought it was gonna be. So they was like, okay, well, let's give it a little bit more time. They gave me as much time as I needed or whatever. And then it came time for pushing. And I started pushing regularly on my back or whatever. And then that was kind of hard. It felt like I wasn't making any progress or anything at that time. So then my doulas was like, and the doulas get there, and I already said the doulas got there. Mm-hmm. So okay,
and my parents,
everybody got there, And then I started pushing, and it didn't seem like I was making any progress. No, I was making progress, but my back started hurting really bad. You remember that? Like I had you rubbing my back, like.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Like everybody was trying to rub my back because I kept complaining. I'm like, if I could just get this pain out of my back, then I could focus on pushing. But the pain was so intense, I couldn't like figure out what it was. So they started like, first I was pushing on my back, then I was pushing on one side, then I was pushing on another side, and then I finally flipped over on all fours to try to get this pain to come out of my back, and it just would not go away. So everybody's like massaging me, trying to get it to go away, and it just wouldn't go away. So Luna was like, well, it's probably the baby. It's probably the way that the baby is laying or whatever position the baby is in. So the quicker you push the baby out, the quicker this pain will go away. So then I go back on my back again, and I'm like regularly pushing on the table, and everybody around me is like, push! You can do it, push! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, push! Push! And I'm like, y'all. I'm like, y'all, I could not think. I need y'all to be quiet so I could try to.
Everybody's.
I'm like, everybody just be quiet, please. Let me try to push the baby out. So, are you done? You through? So, anyways, so yeah, I flip back on the regular side, and then they bring a mirror out so I can start seeing like what is going on while I'm pushing. And I see Ashe is starting to crown, he's starting to come or whatever. And then I like close my eyes and I just focus on pushing, and then boom, push the baby out. Yep.
Yes. Yeah. Welcome. Happy birthday, my love.
Got a nice long cord. Did have the cord around the neck one time.
Yeah. Oh, you're so chocolate too.
I might dab you there.
Yeah, baby. Hey, my love.
Yeah, you did good too.
Yeah. Welcome.
We're not cutting the cord.
We're gonna cut the cord yet.
Not yet. Okay.
We'll let mommy get a little, the baby get a little extra. Baby.
He's cute. So cute.
Perfect, that's fine.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey. Hey, handsome. Can't even see your face yet. Oh, but I feel you, baby.
Push the baby out, and it was so funny because I was literally like, I was still in like, it was weird. I felt like I was in doula mode. Because they put the baby on me, and I was like, oh, congratulations. Happy birthday, little baby. As if it's not me who just gave birth. It was such a weird experience.
The whole time you was in doula mode. That was half the issue.
I know.
That's what they kept telling you. Get out of doula mode. You got it. Good, ain't it? Yeah. Yeah, man, that was one of your issues. It was like, you keep staying in doula mode and you're not relaxing. You're trying to find out everything that's going on. But yeah, and I mean, honestly, I ain't saying that labor wasn't long, but labor, like the actual pushing and stuff, it really happened real quick.
Yeah.
It happened really. It was. They told us when the baby was gonna be about ready, when they were gonna start pushing. He did like 2 test pushes. Well, you did like 2 test pushes, and it was no more than 10 pushes. And I'm probably being real generous. It was probably like a good 6 to 8 pushes.
Yeah.
And he came out. That was it.
And that was it.
And Ashe was born.
And they put him on me. They didn't cut the cord. The guy didn't cut the cord. I told him what my plan was, and he didn't give me any problems. He was like, okay, we can wait as long as you like. You know, let me know when you're ready to cut it, and we can go ahead and cut it. So,
After somebody told you that, they don't do that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say
Yeah. the lady told me, "Oh no doctor is
doctor
willing
does
to wait until the placenta is born before they cut the cord."
He did exactly that.
He did exactly that, man. Let me tell you, that doctor let me do whatever I wanted to do. I had a whole epidural and I flipped over on all fours and was pushing.
Why is that special?
Because epidurals, they tell you that you can't move with the epidural. Like you have like everything is so numb that your body is. They basically tell you like you basically can't use your body. So they don't let you move around like that when you have an epidural. Mm-hmm. And I was flipping around. I was moving around. I was doing everything. And that doctor, he allowed it too. Mm-hmm. So, and he let my doulas help me as much as I wanted them to help me. They helped me like breastfeed right after Ashe was born. So that was good. So after Ashe was born,
gotta get to that. This is what you want to tell. Go ahead.
After Ashe was born, y'all, Dre wanted his time with his baby. Okay, so I did my skin to skin. You supposed to do skin to skin for a good hour. They put Ashe right on me. I'm supposed to hold Ashe there for a good hour, and it was like probably like 30 minutes. And Dre was like, "All right, everybody need to leave." Everybody need to get out the room because I need my time.
That's not what happened.
What happened, babe?
I did kick people out. I definitely kicked people out the room. But what happened was, it was like 4 people held the baby. Like before I got to even touch the baby. The baby came out. You know, I'm congratulating her, XYZ. I'm taking pictures. I'm doing all the good husband stuff I'm supposed to do. Taking pictures, making sure I'm documenting. I sit back down. Mama over there, grandma over here, this doctor, that doctor, everybody held the baby, and I'm just still sitting there waiting.
All them people did not.
Yes, they did.
All them people did not hold the baby.
I'm telling you.
No, they didn't.
Like 4 people held the baby before I got to touch the baby. That's why I got upset. That's why.
All the people did not hold the baby.
You was on them drugs. That's why you don't remember. You was on them drugs. You was on them drugs. That's why you don't remember. You was on drugs. I'm telling you what happened.
Babe.
I'm telling you. I swear. It was like, I'm telling you. 3 to 4 people held the baby before I got home. That's why I got upset. I'm telling you.
How did the 3 to 4 people hold the baby?
It's okay. You was on drugs. It's okay.
This is so crazy because I don't remember that, y'all. I remember them. The baby was born. They put the baby on me. Mm-hmm. So, and he was still attached to the umbilical cord, so he couldn't go nowhere. And then you cut the umbilical cord. I still had him. Mm-hmm. The nurse came over. She was like cleaning him off or whatever while he was still on me. Mm-hmm. And then after that point, that's when you was like, everybody need to leave because I want to have some time with the baby. You was like, when do I get my time with the baby? Oh, Luna came over. She was trying to help me to get to breastfeed. So that was another person who was, okay, so the doctor held the baby because he caught the baby. I held the baby. The nurse held the baby. And then Luna came over and... I said 3 to 4, didn't I? I just, so y'all know I don't be lying, man. I don't be lying. You making
and it was a long time. It's my baby.
Yeah. I get you.
It's my baby.
From your perspective, it was long.
It's a long time. Yeah. Like I've been up too. Hell, I've been going through it. I should at least be the third person. The doctor, you, then me. If anything. But it was like I was waiting, man. Look, we got all this stuff out the way. It's my time now.
Y'all, it was like 30 minutes.
It's my time now.
And it was, Dre making it seem like people was like, cuddling the baby, holding the baby like this.
Eyes.
They was not. Literally, Ashe was on my chest, and people, like the nurse came over and she was like, rubbing him down, drying him off or whatever. And then Luna came over and she was like helping me to position him so I could breastfeed him. Because Ashe was ready to eat, but as soon as he came out.
Right.
So,
and I didn't disrupt that or nothing.
You was waiting, yep.
And there was a lot of stuff that was unnecessary that was happening, and I wanted time with my baby. That's all I'm saying.
So then after that, they was like, the nurse came in, cause they didn't weigh Ashe, they didn't measure Ashe, nothing in like that first hour. So then the nurse finally comes in and she's like, oh, is it okay if I go ahead and do the measurements and yada yada yada? So then Dre finally, gets to help with that part, and then after that, he finally gets to hold the baby.
It's a long time. Y'all think that's a long time?
Hour.
It's a long time. It's okay for you because you got to hold the baby. I'm just sitting there like,
Yeah.
that's a long time.
Yeah, you're right.
You're good because you sat there, held the baby, you fed him, all this stuff. I'm just sitting there like I don't belong. Like I'm just some guy, off the street who just a guest in the room. I want to hold my baby. God damn it.
Not a guest in the room.
Yeah.
I know, he tripping, right?
I ain't tripping. I'm telling the truth.
So, anyways, so Dre finally gets to hold his little baby.
Right.
And he does skin to skin with him and all this other stuff. And he's holding him for a long time and stuff like that. While I'm trying to get myself together so we can go to the actual recovery space for moms and babies.
Come on.
And we almost done, Ashe. So then we finally go to the room, and it was late. Cause Ashe was born at 3:30 p.m. So we probably didn't get to the actual
It was late.
Yeah, we didn't get to the actual mom and baby area until probably like I don't know,
Probably 6 or 7.
6 or 7. It was late. I know it was late because we missed dinner.
Right.
And sis was hungry.
No man, the food was trash anyway.
Yes, I was so mad. And then the nurse that we had that night, she was like, she had some kind of weird energy, like nervous energy. So she kept coming in.
Hey.
But yeah, the lady, she had some kind of like nervous energy. So she kept like coming in and she was like, oh, Ashe, the baby is so cute. She kept cooing and cawing at the baby and like weirdly laughing and.
Cause she ain't really doing nothing wrong. She's giving you got a good looking baby, but you didn't like that.
I was upset.
You was like, alright, it's my baby.
Ma'am, you work on mom and baby floor all day. You see babies all day. Don't come in here cooing and cawing at my
That was legit your attitude.
Why is she in here cooing and cawing at my baby? Like,
good looking baby.
get out. Give me my medicines or whatever you need to do. Get out so I can go to sleep.
Yeah, it felt like every 2 hours somebody was coming in that room.
Yes.
So we never got to rest. Like it was hard being in the hospital after Ashe was born.
Yes.
We got no time to do nothing.
And I'm trying to.
No time.
Yeah, and then it's like every time I'm trying to learn how to breastfeed or whatever.
Right, yeah.
Every time I get him good and latched, here they come trying to mess with him, or here they come trying to mess with me, and
or every time he went to sleep.
yeah, every time he went to sleep, every time I finally fell asleep, here they come messing with somebody.
Yeah, man.
I was so irritated, and then like the next morning, then your mom and dad came, and my mom came, and y'all. And I had woke up. I'm thinking I'm about to get a good breakfast. They bring in the breakfast. The breakfast was trash.
Trash. I had to go to McDonald's.
Yeah, they had, what was it? It was chicken bacon.
No, it was trash.
It was chicken bacon and some kind of like cinnamon casserole.
Cinnamon casserole?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was cinnamon casserole. And, or like, it was like French toast casserole or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I literally opened the plate. I was like, I snapped.
As long as y'all see from my point of view. You know
I snapped on the food lady.
Think about how many times I heard, and then I snapped. Just all I'm saying.
I snapped on the food lady. She came in there. She brought that breakfast. I said, what is this? I'm sick of this. I come up here on the floor. Y'all tell me all the food is missing. Y'all don't got no more food in the pantry or whatever. So I'm sitting here starving. Breakfast come. You bring me chicken bacon. Chicken bacon. Nobody want this cardboard. I was mad.
Yeah.
And then she was like, well, I'm just trying to take your lunch order. What would you...
Snapping on all these innocent people here to help you.
And then Dre's dad was in the room. My mom was there. I'm just going off. I'm like, y'all, I'm starving. And you bring me chicken bacon. Chicken paper flavored bacon.
I'll be back. I'm going to go to McDonald's. I'll be back.
I was like, oh my God.
I'll go to McDonald's. I'll be back.
I was so mad.
I only went to McDonald's because that was the closest place there, and she needed food ASAP.
I needed food ASAP. I was so mad. I told him to go down to the cafeteria, and then they didn't have anything.
Yeah, one, they were high as hell.
Yeah, it was expensive.
But, yeah, and then they didn't have nothing.
I was so mad. The food was trash, y'all.
Yeah, it was.
The food definitely was trash.
Yeah, we spent a lot of money eating out.
Yeah, because it was horrible food at the hospital I was at. So, after I snapped on that lady, I did apologize. When she came and took my order the next time, I told her I was sorry. I told her I had literally been starving because I hadn't eaten nothing. And, yeah, I didn't mean to snap on her like that. So, she was nice afterwards. She was really nice about it. So, yeah, we stayed there for like 2 days or whatever. And then...
I think it was 2 or 3.
Oh, yeah, they did make us stay an extra day because...
Oh, yeah, they gave us the hella plum fade. Boy, we were ready to go home.
Yeah.
Tell you, fella, we got out of jail when we left that joint. Whoo!
Yeah, it was horrible.
Happy. But we looked rough.
We did.
You want to put the picture on there?
I'll put the picture on there.
Rough, man.
I'll put the picture on there.
But we're happy to get up out.
Yeah, we was. We were happy to leave.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then we left the hospital and went to my mom's house.
Yeah. And so went the after story.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's another time.
That's
we
another
kept y'all here long enough.
For real, it's a whole hour long. I'm definitely edit it down.
Moral of the story is she snapped on a lot of people during labor, but Ashe's here.
I did. But the thing is, the main thing is that I advocated for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I got the birth and the labor that I wanted. I did everything I wanted. I wanted to labor at home at my mom's house. I did. I wanted to be in my mom's bathtub for a little bit. I got in the tub, took a bath there. I wanted my soup. I had my soup. I had everything I wanted. My friends came over to check on me. It was everything I wanted. Mm-hmm. And Ashe, they delayed the cord clamping as long as I wanted. So I think that's the main thing I want people to take away from my birth story, is that even though it didn't go ideally how I wanted it to go, which was to get to the hospital like it's around 6 or 7 centimeters to deliver and to do it all naturally, even though it didn't go like that, I got everything I needed. Like that epidural, getting that epidural was a good thing because we got rest. And 2 hours later, it was time, the baby was there. So it was good. Mm-hmm. I don't regret anything from my birth story.
Yeah, I mean, me neither. Even though I was pissed.
Yeah.
I don't regret nothing, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was.
I ended up telling you. Did we talk about it? Like the epidural after it happened and after I was upset? I was just like, alright, it's whatever you want to do type thing. Like, I don't want it, but
yeah,
it's what it is. If you think it's going to be best, let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I do remember you saying that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that is our birth story.
Yeah. Crazy.
It was crazy, but
3-4 days of labor and he's here.
Yep. 4 days, 3 to 4 days later, and we got to have this cute little Ashe baby.